There, whatever. Good enough. What the fuck? The fuck? Straight up just did that. Crazy work. Okay. Anywho. Ba-doo-doo. Hey, Christina. How are you, girl? What's up, Alexander? I'm alright. Damn. So apparently Gypsy Rose tried to kill her ex. Yikes, Gypsy Rose. Yeah, Ryan. So so she's supposed to be with Ken, but she doesn't have custody of her own baby. So he has custody of the baby, and so does his mom. Like a really weird arrangement. And it's she put a video or picture on the internet a couple days ago with her daughter in the car seat, and she wasn't even strapped in. Like, she was just laying in her car seat. Crazy. I've been a mom for 6 years, and I've never done that. So, that's crazy. You have to be some kind of crazy to do that to your infant, but alright. We'll listen to the video. Why not? It's an Anna Oop video. She's cool sometimes.
This is the first time that I am ever exposed to the public. You can meet her at this time, at this location. This is how people get hurt. And it's so hard to see what
she said this is how people get murdered.
So yeah, I get mad.
The fuck?
Frustrated. I get angry because I know that that's not you. Where's the person that came to visit me when we had an argument and I told you don't come, and then you showed up anyway?
Just when you thought the Gypsy Rose saga couldn't get any darker.
Also, she straight up told the guy who killed her mom that he could essay their child, their firstborn daughter. Like, the fuck? So how do we know she's not doing some weird shit to this kid? Like, when you've talked like that previously about when you have kids, that raises concern when you actually have kids, whether she was a teenager or not. like, that thought in her head of letting a man essay her child? Bitch, get the fuck out of here. That's what I'm saying. Poor Aurora. She's, like, going through some shit already. First off, can you imagine being born to her anyway? Like, having that as a mom. And, you know, I do believe her mom. I gotta dance around how I want to say this. I think that Gypsy Rose led her mom to think she was sick. Kids manipulate their parents all the time, and to an extent, and it's already been proven that she was very manipulative. I do believe that her mom did have her issues, whatever. But I think that to an extent, like, she kind of manipulated her mom. Just seeing how she is today. I used to be totally on board, like, Gypsy Rose, like, she was abused, she was this, she was that. But I don't, to an extent, I think she was in on it with her mom. I don't think it was this thing to where she couldn't get out. Like, I just don't. I don't know. But anyway, the Gypsy Rose thing's so fucking complicated as it is. I just don't understand how she's not fucked up her parole, because now this video's come out about how she apparently tried to unalive Ryan. So, who fucking knows? She's a psycho. Her problem is she does this shit to herself. And I do think her brain is just, like, stunted. Like, I don't know.
Gypsy wasn't just spiraling, she was actively trying to harm him. Yeah, seriously. What first looks like a casual couple fight also reveals who Gypsy really is when the cameras are off.
God, she's so gross.
Super disturbing.
She's so gross.
If you thought prison changed her, think again, because what we're seeing now is Gypsy at her most unhinged yet. Let's get right into it.
Jesus Christ. I hate this girl's voice, but...
Day that her grandmother passed away. Gypsy also had her daughter on the same day that she was released from prison 1 year later. Gypsy also claims that she saw the sonogram for her daughter on the same day of her mother's death. Gypsy also claims that she left Ryan on the same day that her father left her mother. Gypsy also claims that she will be getting off of parole on the same day that Mia is having her birthday. Narcissists and sociopaths intentionally align significant events with dates tied to trauma, loss, or emotionally loaded memories. They're being very calculated. This is not a coincidence.
I'm too sorry.
So the internet's former sympathy case has now flipped into a full-blown menace. And the receipts prove that her ex-husband has been her new victim all the while. And for those who
Dear God.
stick around to the
They
end,
did that shit to each other, though.
doubt that Gypsy is not in fact healed. She is hiding in plain sight, and she is dangerous. The footage that Ryan exposed, which has since gone viral, allegedly shows Gypsy in a volatile, terrifying state, actively trying to...
What the fuck was that?
Not even exaggerating. Not in fact healed. She is hiding in plain sight, and she is dangerous.
That wasn't in the video. Did you hear that sound? It was like a loud beep. There it is. Never mind, it was in the video.
This is a woman who served time for orchestrating her own mother's brutal demise. And now, barely free, she's acting like she is above the law. By the way, this incident happened while they were still together, so it was literally months since her release after 8 years in prison. It is even worse that Gypsy was actually on parole. The fact that she thought she could behave like this and still play the victim to the public is not only manipulative, but chilling as well. And oh yeah, she later dropped a video, which we'll also get into, where she publicly addresses Ryan instead of sending him a private DM. But why would she keep things private when she needs public sympathy?
That scene, that text message that you released, for what? For what? Because you wanted to show that you are the truth teller on TikTok?
What's worse is that Gypsy also worked overtime in exposing herself, as she has been unraveling on TikTok, sharing each post more erratic and unsettling than the last. What started as an awkward overshare sharing has now transformed into full-blown delusion. And when she senses her ground shifting,
She thinks that baby is an accessory. You can just tell.
Survivor. But before we get into the disturbing footage in question, can we quickly talk about Gypsy Rose as an influencer real quick? Because something in her account is extremely unsettling. She has 3 items in her TikTok shop, one of which is a mug shaped like a gun. Yes, a gun. From a convicted killer. That is not quirky, it's disgusting, tone deaf, and a slap in the face to anyone who once believed that she had changed. And then she's really been trying to push a narrative that her life might be in danger. Let's talk about the irony here. Gypsy, the same woman who claims she fears for her life, has been going live, broadcasting her exact location to millions of followers. She says she's scared someone might hurt her, but simultaneously invites danger by sharing every move. Like the time that she was attending Jazz Fest. Gypsy posted in real time and even asked her fans to come over.
So it's Jazz Fest Day 2, and I am not wearing a wig. I was trying to go incognito yesterday, and it didn't work out so much, so I ditched the wig. So excited?
So what is it? Fear or attention? Because you don't fear for your safety while standing in the middle of a digital spotlight screaming, "Here I am!" The truth is, Gypsy doesn't fear harm. She fears being irrelevant. Meanwhile, she continues to push
That's
a
terrible.
sanitized, victim-centric version of herself on Lifetime's Life After Lockup reality show, carefully scripted and edited to make her look like a fragile soul finding her way. But behind the scenes, the real Gypsy is clawing through the cracks. From what
I
Ryan
hate this
exposed,
girl.
she's been texting him
Why?
relentlessly, and not just harmless "how are you" texts. These were controlling, obsessive messages, including some sent just weeks after giving birth to her new baby with her new partner. At 2 a.m. postpartum, rocking a newborn, married, and yet she's still asking Ryan about his love life. Like this conversation between them that Ryan exposed where she was asking him if he's with Amber J. Girl, what? You're on TV kissing with your new man, talking about how you always loved him, even when you were with Ryan? Gypsy literally once said Ryan was just a rebound, but now she's back in his DMs asking if he's with someone? Gypsy, pick a side. You got your man, but you still want to play games with your ex? She then proceeds to tell Ryan that she feels lost and doesn't know what she wants anymore. So basically, she has turned him into her emotional dumping bag. And then she turns around in public and disses Ryan for refusing to move on, yet she's the one clearly obsessed.
Okay, I can't do it. I can't do it. The one thing I've watched this video for, it isn't been shown. And I'm not just gonna keep watching it. I feel like I'm pointlessly watching this shit. I don't care about her life. I just wanted to see that little video. I don't know. Yeah. Wow. So what's everybody up to? See if you can find some body cam stuff or something. Guys, I'm going to restart this live because nobody's talking. So come to the new one. Bye.